ABC Jobs Ambassador Rebecca Kleefisch. When the world's economy feels unstable, where can you go to find an industry that's built solid? Well, according to a couple of apprentices working on a new apartment building who I talked to, they found an industry with stability and promise in construction, proving you can't outsource essential money jobs. Matt and David are plumbing apprentices, each with very different routes to get to their careers, but with one important similarity. They're living proof of what an essential job means in uncertain times.
My life really has not changed all that much as far as work goes. I wake up, same time, go to work, do the same job.
Since COVID-19 swept into Wisconsin, hundreds of thousands of workers have been sidelined, but not construction.
There are changes, obviously different safety protocols and stuff like that, but yeah, it's been great. And knowing that I'll still get my apprenticeship at the same time as if this never happened is pretty nice.
Matt's talking about the education path to becoming a full-fledged expert construction worker. Apprenticeship combines about 90% on-the-job training like this with about 10% classroom learning. And because his classes moved almost instantly online,
once you get used to it, it's just like we never miss a beat.
Both these men are taking the economic shockwaves in stride. And for David, it's nothing new. Having worked in the manufacturing industry at the end of last decade, he's unsurprised that the construction industry has adapted quickly.
Yep, working every day, full time.
That stability is one of the reasons he moved from manufacturing to construction.
Knowing that there always is going to be a need for plumbers specifically too, so that was a huge factor in me going into plumbing.
Unlike other industries, construction jobs can't be outsourced to workers in other countries, even in bad economic times, something David saw firsthand in the recession.
Slowed down a lot, and we saw because they wanted to get everything cheaper. So then they started looking exactly to China, India, Mexico, and hours got cut a little bit. Wasn't drastic in the industry I was in, but it was enough to notice it on the paycheck.
Couple that feeling with the change in shift.
I was working third shift, so that was a huge part of it. Getting back into normal life and not being on third shift for, another 10 plus years potentially.
And David's path to essential construction work was clear.
I'm back to, making more now than what I left my manufacturing job.
Matt's route to the stability of a construction job has an even bigger plot twist.
I have a 4-year degree, yep. Went to school for 4.5 years. I originally went to school for business for 3 years, then I switched. Graduated with environmental studies, did that for a little while. It was tough to get a full-time position and finding something that was gonna pay what I thought was reasonable.
Matt's advice? Make sure you do your homework before you choose an education for a career to determine whether there are going to be enough jobs available and at what pay.
You got to think about that when you're going to go into it. How hard are you willing to work to find a job? How much do you want to take for pay? And are you willing to travel to find a job opportunity? It seemed like the best option for your future, if you want to have a good future and make good money, was to go to college, get your degree, and then start working. And so that was kind of just the mentality that I had. And I went to college for 4 years, and I was like, well, maybe this wasn't the end-all be-all.
But if college was not the brightest path for Matt and David, they know that's the reality for others too, and that there are some considerations.
1, how much debt do you want? 2, what do you truly like to do? What do you really like to do in your free time? Do you like to be outside all the time? Think about that. When you're going to a college and saying, I want to be a business major, but you hate being behind a desk all day, that's something to consider. And 2, the trades, you can make a great living in the trades. And there's so many different opportunities that you can do.
And that's on having a money job.